this is the second section of the blueprint, moving products. Most important point, because you've got to make a profit. This is all what the business is about, making a profit, and if you don't make a profit, then there's no point being in business. And if you're teaching people how to join and you're not making a profit, that's going to duplicate that everybody's not making a profit. So that's the key to the kleeneze business, is we can move as much product as you want. Got some fantastic stories on that. People making £3,000 a month part-time. So what does we have to do? Be consistent, make a plan and stick to it. Your first drop, you're not going to pick up that many customers, to be quite honest. You should be starting with a minimum 200 catalogues, dropping them twice a week, and you will pick up off that about sort of 10% customers. But you'll get a lot of people actually saying not this time, maybe next time, and that's a test to see how reliable you're going to be. So you've got to blanket drop areas first to actually get that customer base in place, and it's up to you how many customers you want, but you should be doing at least £1,000 a period, if not £2,000 a period, which once you got your customer base set up is quite easy and being achieved by lots of people. So there's some other tips being there: be regular, go back every 4 weeks, reliable. If you see you're going to turn up at a certain time, make sure you do. Personalise. If you have a look on the Bids web shop, you can actually personalise your slips with your picture on. Now that makes all people feel very comfortable. Offer a refund or a replacement products. Most people just letterbox the products because there's no resistance there, no negatives at all. In a street of 100 houses, you only get one nasty person. Once you know where they live, just cross them off forever. The Victor Meldums of this world. And if you are comfortable knocking on doors, you can place catalogues. Technique to that is just knock on the door and say, "Hi, here's a kleeneze catalogue, hold out your hand and I'll be back in 1 day, 2 days. 2 days seems to be the best time to actually pick up your catalogues. Other retailing, you can go to the commercial market, offices, factories, all them other places as well. But the key is building a customer base. Make sure you keep records of where all your customers are, and have all the slips in place for like dropping off your catalogues. If they're not going in, you're sorry you missed your slips. All these can be found on the Bids web shop. If you're new, I suggest you having a good watch of the kleeneze retail DVD. There's some fantastic tips on there. Now here's a sort of breakdown of what you're going to earn for the different levels. As I say, you're much better starting off with 200 catalogues, dropping them twice a week, to get that customer base set up as fast as possible. Obviously leave some catalogues with friends, family, relations, where you're going to get good orders as well. And you can just have a look through this. The more you do, the more you get. The better your customer base, the better. Have yourself a retail plan. Decide which days of the week you're going to put it out. It doesn't make any difference which day of the week. If you go to any supermarket in the country any day of the week, you'll see the car parks at full. So people buy different days of the week, and this really covers that you can have numerous agents working in an area, and people have different customers because they'll be buying different days of the week. Plan your route. The first thing I did when I joined kleeneze was get the A to Z map of Tyneside, just to see how many streets we have. We've got 20, well then we had 23,000 streets. I haven't checked it recently, but it'll be way in excess of that now because of the new estates that's popped up all over the shop. Start close to home. No point going miles away. There's plenty of houses where you live, and if you are going back to callbacks, it's easy to do it if it's just round the corner. Don't flit all over the shop. Decide on an area and develop that. Work it hard till you've actually got a solid customer base, which probably take 3 to 6 months. And then look out for like houses for sale and people moving in and out to keep updating that customer base. At least every 3 months you should do blanket drops in the area just to find out who's moved in to pick up new customers. Weekly planner. This is more on sort of sponsoring activities to fit around your job, but if you ain't got a plan, you're not going to get anywhere. You've got to have a proper plan in place. So here's the days of the week. Put in your time, your recreation activities, but you've got to have a consistent plan to follow for at least 21 days. Here's some ideas of slips that actually go in the catalogue. It's always worth looking for customers to join your business in your area. All these examples of these can be printed off from the Bids web shop or as well. Keeping a track of where the customers are, and on again from the Bids web shop you've got proper books that you can actually keep records of where your customers are, so you have a proper record and you know exactly where they are. Getting to know your customers by their first name makes a big difference, and they'll buy and they feel comfortable at. Coming up to Christmas, try and make sure every one of your customer gets a Christmas card, and it's worth doing that during the year so you've got that all done when it gets to the back end of the year, and I guarantee your sales will explode once you put a personalised customer out to your customer base. Keeping track of your retail, here's a sheet of doing that. You should be trying to beat that every period just by increasing your customer base. And some useful hints for building a customer base. You're going to lose a few catalogues when you first start off, so don't worry about that. It's just part of developing your business. If you've got a taxi business, you're going to have to put fuel in your car. But the more them catalogues go in and out, then the more they'll actually you will build a customer base. Make sure your catalogues are clean and tidy. No one's a grubby wet catalogue. It's like buying from a dirty shop. So make sure all that's in place. Eventually your customer base will grow and grow and grow till you get a fantastic return off that. So that's the end of that section. Oh no, there's a little bit more in here. So just showing you about without reinvesting in your business and reinvesting in the business, what the profits actually are. Some examples of that to go through. Just showing you examples here of like placing a certain amount of catalogues, what the return and the profit's going to be. As I said at the beginning of this, if you're making a profit and you're getting people to join the business, they're going to duplicate what you do. If you ain't got a retail story, then people are going to duplicate nothing. So it's so important that you have that fantastic story. These are a little bit out of date with the cost of the catalogues now. The catalogues have been increased massively, but all these are on the kleeneze site, where you can get the codes for the different catalogues. At the present time, we've got a green easy catalogue. At the back end of the year, we'll have a fantastic Christmas catalogue. Call centre at kleeneze is very, very helpful, and it's open at 9 PM through the week. See you at the next section.